Oh my God!
Enjoying the gang being back on the show as well.
Licks!
He is scared.
That's for me girlfriend only, that okay?
On top of a bus stand.
Robbie's a man who's experienced and at a dance site.
Here we go, Robbie whining on a bus stop at Carnival.
About me winding up with some girl at a bus stop.
Of course, a few hands in me pastime.
Little rat.
Welcome to Diary Room, where you could lose your life at any moment.
I don't want to see you in this building anymore, right?
Welcome to Diary Room.
Yes, everybody, welcome back to DR Sports. Welcome back to the Transfer Show live at 5. We're here every weekday, 5 till around 6 p.m. to break down all the latest transfer news. Remember, to become a member today, you can get access behind the scenes here at DR Sports with the video that's just played. It's on the YouTube channel. Click on the YouTube channel after the show or go into the description. You can find how to become a member, all the different perks you get, and this and that. But so, 6 days left of the transfer window, and I'm today joined once again by Laurie. Great to have you back, mate.
Thank you very much. A pleasure.
And a debut for FJ on the transfer show. Welcome. Well done.
Thank you.
You were your usual animated self during the game on Monday evening. I saw the clips.
Yeah, 100%. You know,
just FJ being FJ. But we're here to for some serious discussion.
100%,
Because this is the best transfer show out there.
Couple days left. Monday.
Yeah, 6 days to go.
D-Day,
and there's a lot to go.
Am I right in thinking it ends 7 o'clock on Monday?
7 p.m. on Monday, and
why 7?
It just is. But we will be live. Ooh. So we'll be live from around 5 till around 7:30-ish, I believe. Live stream here at DR Sports on Monday. So
what was it normally? Midnight?
It used to be 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
It used to be 11 p.m. I don't
7?
know. Probably because it's just easier. I think maybe the clubs don't want the deals going to like 1 or 2 in the morning, right? Like if because you know how you can hand in the extensions and things.
Yeah.
I think maybe the clubs and the Premier League don't want to be up at 2 in the morning sorting transfer deals. But it's 7 p.m. Monday. We'll be live here to take everything through. We'll also be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. and Friday at 5 p.m. So plenty of transfer action still to go. We'll be covering all of it. And I want to start where we left off yesterday with Manchester United and the Kobbie Mainoo drama, because those who were watching yesterday will have seen me go a bit mental.
I must admit, I've not seen you quite as triggered.
I got to say, it was Qualms yesterday really got under my skin. Really got under my skin with the
What did he say?
He was just saying that Mainoo should go to Newcastle. He was like, Newcastle's the option for Mainoo. I wasn't having it. And straight after that, it came out that of all the clubs keeping tabs on him, one of them is Real Madrid. Ooh. So after him saying, I should go Newcastle, and I kept saying he's good enough to play for Madrid, to all these big clubs in the world, Real Madrid are in for him. But so the latest, as of the day, because it's a very rapidly evolving situation, is that Fabrizio Romano has said that a meeting with his agent, Mainoo, Amorim, and United's directors is set to take place the next couple of days. He is open to leaving, but hasn't made an official communication to the club. Like, he's not gone to the club and gone, get me out of here or something. He's not doing
like
that. He's not pulling his sack or anything like Garnacho. And the Athletic are saying that some feel United could accept a bid as low as 45 million for him. Right. I don't believe that. But the Daily Mail is saying that Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, several Premier League clubs, and also other reports have said in Italian clubs as well, as you mentioned before we went live, are those monitoring a situation. But it's an interesting situation. Obviously, for me, it's a situation that I really despise. And I think a lot will be said tonight, because United are playing Grimsby in literally about 3 hours' time. Kickoff's in 3 hours' time. Huge game for the club.
Big game for your
it's
team.
The start of our Carabao Cup run.
Big game.
But no, I'm not going to say first trophy or anything, man, because in the second round of the Carabao Cup, the last time we were in the second round of the Carabao Cup, we got smashed 4-0 by MK Dons.
Damn.
So hopefully we do a bit better this time. But basically, ESPN reports are saying that Mainoo will start tonight. The reports were yesterday, so I don't know if anything's changed today, but the report's saying that Mainoo will start tonight. I really hope he does. But I think a lot will come out in the next couple of days about Mainoo, because United want this cleared up. Mainoo, I don't believe, has a desire to leave, but I can see, because we were speaking yesterday, I can see why he would want to leave, because it's the World Cup coming up. Like, he'll be looking at that squad wanting to get in, because he's competing with like Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson, Morgan Gibbs-White. He's competing with a lot of very, very talented young English midfielders.
And a year or so ago, you would have been ahead of those aforementioned
He would have been first name on the team sheet under Gareth Southgate. He was by the end of the Euros, but
it's quite sad what's happened to him, really. Cause,
go on.
No, I mean, he's obviously a very talented player. Seems like a really cool guy. Shout out to him. He's not throwing his toys out the pram. Other players would have. Other United players have done.
But he's not in the position to throw the toys at the Prem. Like, he's not.
No, I'm not saying that players should do that, but I'm saying that there are other characters at United. Had they been, I wouldn't say treated because we don't know the ins and outs, but he's not had any game time. Just seems weird to me. A lot of players of his ability and standing within the club would probably have let it be known now publicly that they're not happy with the situation.
But I understand why it's not working out for him, because
Really? Why?
yeah, Amorim's team is a team that don't suit him at all. The two playmakers behind the striker, I don't see Kobe Mainoo doing that role. The two midfielders, I don't see him doing that role. I think there's no role for him in that Man United team, honestly. If you're gonna put him in the midfield, him and Ugarte, or him and Bruno, or him and Casemiro, it's never going to work out.
You're telling me you couldn't do what Casemiro does, or better?
No, because defensively, Casemiro is going to run him off the pitch defensively. But even Kobe Mainoo doing the box-to-box, he ain't got the legs to do box-to-box. If you see him, he ain't got the legs to go up and down the pitch.
Dylan, is that true? You've seen him.
There's no like fit position
Mainoo
for him.
isn't the world's most athletic, like kind of in terms of covering ground, then compared to like other players, like for example, like someone like Kante and stuff. He can't do that. That is true. But what I was saying yesterday is I refuse to believe that Kobe Mainoo being in that team over someone like Ugarte makes us any worse than Ugarte being in that team.
Because it's different roles. Like, whoever plays in that position is going to play alongside Bruno. And Bruno's not going to do defensive work as much as the person playing alongside him. Bruno can cover ground. He runs around, covers ground, and he's going to dictate play to a point. So I don't think Kobe has a role in this team at all. Like, there's
No, but me and you spoke earlier on another forum about players having flexibility, being able to play in different
He's
positions.
not flexible.
Are you telling me that Kobe Mainoo, given the way United have been playing, he can't force his way into that team?
I believe he definitely can.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought as well.
Like, he tried to play him. He tried to play him in a false nine. I see, like, when he played the false nine, he looked like a player that can hold the ball, give the ball off, like create chances. He looked like a good player. He's a good player, amazing player. But the way Almiron wants to play, Kobe does not suit it and fit it. And I understand that. I can see it.
Do you think, it's just a devil's advocate question for you, right? If it's either the Amorim system or Kobe Mainoo, where should United go? Should United look to change the system or potentially the manager in favour of keeping Kobe Mainoo at United, or keep Amorim and the current system they've got with and sacrifice Mainoo for that?
Oh, no way. I think managers and teams only change their system for superstars. So if you got a superstar, you've got to change your system to make your superstar the best, like, as good as possible, you know. So you're gonna make your team to make your superstar the best of his ability. And Kobe is not a superstar, or he's not a player at that ability. So I don't think he can change his philosophy for him. You know,
look at Joe Linton. He got changed from a striker into a very effective midfield player.
Yeah, because in
fact, when you look at Joe Linton,
because he's
now, you think,
versatile.
how was he ever a striker?
No, because he's versatile. Joe Linton can
that's
move.
what I'm saying. So Kobe Mainoo should be versatile.
Joe Linton can move, he can run, he can tackle, he's aggressive, he's versatile, so you can put him anywhere. Joe Linton wasn't just a striker, he was a left winger. From left wing, he came to the middle. So it's understandable, he's versatile. Like, the attributes he's got, like, it complements the way he plays and Newcastle plays, you know. But Kobe, he can't move, he can't run, he can't do nothing. So I understand.
Spoken as a true Liverpool fan.
He's a good player. He hurt us at Old Trafford. He hurt us at Old Trafford with that great finish. I remember.
I was going to say, you've seen how good Kobe Mainoo is face to face. It is true, Kobe Mainoo isn't at his best in a midfield too. But I do believe his abilities are starting to be incredibly underrated because he's not playing. So last season he made 15 starts under Amorim, and I think only 6 times when available he didn't come off the bench, or maybe 5 times last season. But the issue is that Mainoo was injured or unavailable during all the key points of Amorim's thinking. So when he first came in, he spent 3 or 4 weeks out with like a thigh injury. Then he came back and he started like 5 out of 6 games. Then he got a calf injury when Amorim was preparing his squad for the Europa League final. So Amorim just couldn't see him. And I was of the firm belief that Amorim would see Mainoo in pre-season and like what he sees, because when he's played in pre-season, he was great. And I do think people are getting so obsessed with this idea that Mainoo's not at his best in the midfield too, and that then transpires to therefore he can't play in it. I personally refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that Kobbie Mainoo will make United worse if he was in that 11. Especially when look how we were against Arsenal, right? And we brought Manu Ugarte on. And I was like, why the hell is he doing that? Because we're 1-0 down, need a goal. And then again against Fulham, we brought on Ugarte. And when we look for a winning goal, we brought on Aiden Heaven and Harry Maguire. I'd understand bringing one of them on for height, but why both? Like, I thought, why not put on Mainoo? Because he's good with the ball, he can play in tight spaces, and he can play so well, give and go easy on the edge of that box. And in terms of give and go, we've got several players now who are good at give and go. Cunha, Bruno, Ahmad, Mbeumo, etc.
Do you think there's been a falling out somewhere?
I don't think there's been a falling out. I just think Amarim's being an idiot.
He's not good. No,
I do.
I don't think Kobe's good enough.
I think he is.
I don't think Kobe's good enough.
I think he's
No, you
so
can't
good.
tell me he's not good.
No,
I mean, look at the way they're
Kobe's
playing
good
at the moment.
He's good, but he's not good enough.
You can't tell me
Just
he's not
like
good enough to
Sorry,
do
rephrase. Good enough for what?
he's not good enough for him to be in that lineup. Just like Bruno, I don't think Bruno's the best of his ability in the middle too. Bruno's not the best of. You don't get the best of Bruno in the middle too. But he's your standout, your best player. You have to fit him in. Kobe's nowhere near that. Like literally nowhere near. If I ask you, what's Kobe's best position? Everyone's gonna be like, oh,
Number 8. His absolute best position is a number 8 in a 4-3-3.
And
that guy would become one of the best midfielders in the world in that position.
And you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that at Man United.
Which is why
Which begs the question: why doesn't the manager at least try a 4-3-3?
Because he's not good enough to change the system for Kobe. Just for Kobe, he's not good enough. Like
No, but you have to work with what you got.
And if you do a 4-3-3, Kobe and Bruno can't play together in a 4-3-3.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
In a 4-3-3 they can.
No
Kobe
way,
and Bruno is 8s and then a DM.
Yeah, but you
Someone
can't,
who's not absolutely
no,
washed
but
like
you can't have 2 8s going forward and back every time. You need 1 8 that goes up and down and 1 8 that does the
Sits,
sit in. Yeah, that not sit, but does the
deeper line.
Yes, in the middle. So we got McAllister and Szoboszlai last season. McAllister will do the sit in, then Szoboszlai do the up and down. Get me? So I understand if Kobe's doing the in the middle of the park, but Kobe wants to go forward. So it's just hard to put both of them in the same lineup because Bruno is way better than Kobe, like in every aspect of the game. So you can't have Kobe and Bruno doing the same role in the same team and expect both of them to shine when it really don't work.
There you are. There's your explanation.
No, it's actually surprisingly rational.
Thank
from
you, man.
actually.
Don't worry, man.
Look at
Every
you
time the
turn.
top comes off, the top comes off, but the knowledge is there. The knowledge is there. Trust me, man.
I just obviously we could just continue back and forth with this forever, but just my opinion is Kobbie Mainoo is.
How much is he worth?
This is the other thing I was going to bring up. 45 million is absolute bullshit, man. If we're holding out for 50 million for Garnacho, we're not accepting 45 for Kobbie because the article is what the article actually says. It doesn't say Manchester United are willing to accept those 45. It goes those like within the football sphere think that might be something that United could accept. That's really wishy-washy words, right? But so Napoli are reportedly interested, and it has been reiterated so many times that if Mainoo were to leave, he wants it to be somewhere outside of England.
It makes sense.
Yeah, and it just says Napoli are interested in signing Kobbie Mainoo. They're expected to raise the prospect of signing the midfielder to United this week. Napoli are already in talks with United for Rasmus Højlund. Napoli spoke to United today about Rasmus Højlund, so that will come in conversation. I still think that Mainoo isn't
a
leaving.
refuge for old United players.
No, it's just a refuge for players from Manchester, man. You've got like in the Serie A, you've got what Lukaku, De Bruyne, McTominay, Matteo Darmian. You've got Mkhitaryan as well playing in a pivot for Inter Milan. I don't know what it is with the Serie A. And just
it's slower, right?
Yeah,
and
it's a slower league.
It's
that's
slower,
true.
and it is gonna match and fit Kobe's game. Because Kobe loves the slow, technical.
Kobe would absolutely
he'll love
ball
it.
out there.
Tell him to go there with Scott McTominay. Look what happened last year. He won the league, so he wants to go there with Scott.
But I don't want to jinx it, but like I do think he's still odds on to stay because ultimately the line at the moment is he's open to leaving. So therefore, the clubs are going to potentially come in for him, going, can we get a deal done?
I wouldn't mind betting that McTominay's probably had a hand in this. He's probably gone to the manager and said,
"Oh, who knows? Maybe who knows?"
But
I'm sure things like that do happen.
But the thing about it, that it looks so bad because you guys have Diallo, which I think is an amazing prospect through the roof. He's a great player.
Yeah, Ahmad's class.
But you guys are he puts him wing back.
But you got to remember that is just the first 2 games. So this is the thing. So
you're not going to drop Mbeumo.
There's been discourse in the last couple of days about Mbeumo signing. Where everyone's like, "Oh, why did we sign Mbeumo? We had Ahmad.
Yeah.
And then I look at other big Premier League teams who have more than good. So like last season, right? Ahmad got injured, and we looked shite afterwards. We had no one else. We had absolutely nobody else. Our front three for the rest of that season was Højlund, Garnacho, and then like maybe sometimes Xerxes or whoever else was on the right when Ahmad was injured. And it's like, so do you like? I think everyone seemed to have forgotten that you should have like how Chelsea are building, and like how Liverpool want. You want two good players, at least good players, in every single position. You've got Arsenal as well, so I keep forgetting you're here. Poor pity Arsenal.
Because we've got two players now in pretty much.
You've got two players in most positions. That's why you've signed Madueke, because if Saka gets injured, which he has, it means you have someone at right wing. That's what you suffered from last season. Odegaard got injured. You don't really have anyone else. And Havertz currently injured, and last season, when that happened, you didn't have a striker. And Saka's injured. I feel like people, United fans particularly, are forgetting that you need two good players in every position.
No Europe.
No Europe, but players are here for more than a season. The idea is that we're going to get back into Europe this season. If that happens or not, who knows. But the idea and the plan is to get back into Europe. So we'll then have an extra 20 games. And we need these players. And when you're competing for a league title, if you want to go for all 4 competitions, you need this number of players.
Kobe should just do what everyone done, like just leave Man United and just start just go somewhere.
If Kobe were to leave, I have no doubt that he would become an absolute world-class midfielder no matter what club he went to, because I think that's his trajectory.
I don't know.
Look what McTominay's done since.
I do, but
Scott McTominay can move. Scott McTominay can move,
so
and he's
Kobe.
massive.
No, but the point I was making
can't
is
move.
when
Kobe can't cover 12
when he was at
kilometres a
United,
game, but that's fine.
The reason why I raised McTominay is that, let's be honest, he wasn't getting the best out of himself at Man United. Now he's gone to Napoli. I mean, the man's getting nominated for Ballon d'Ors and all that. So he's found himself, and he's
being used right.
Yeah.
This is the issue with Mainoo, is that he's not being used right.
Yeah.
Right. He just isn't.
But he can't be used. He can't be used. That's the problem. He can't.
But Amorim seems to not be able to use him. But I just refuse to believe that his mobility is such a negative that he can't play.
And he's not.
I just refuse to. I just absolutely. I know I might sound a bit stubborn here.
He's
but
not
I
worth
just refuse to
45
believe
mil.
that.
I must admit,
He's
I'm
worth
with
so
Dylan
much
on
more
that.
than
I think
45 mil is too much.
He's a very good footballer.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not good at running like half marathons on a football pitch, but
You guys
his
wanna press?
footballing ability was good enough to get him in the England team. So if it's got him in there, then
the England team is shocking.
No, it's
the
not
England team is
shocking,
shocking.
bro.
Even in that midfield, I don't even think that England team is shocking. Like, they've got so many problems they have to go through. Kobe Mainoo can't fit into that England team. But yeah,
Even he can't fit that. He played in England's best performances in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final, and round of 16.
that England don't even know who the best
Then got
lineup
to the
is.
final.
They don't even know who the best lineup is. So him looking at
but that's because the World Cup's 8 months away.
but him looking at the World Cup, I don't think he's going to have a sniff in the World Cup this year.
There's also
Well,
the
he won't
argument
if he's not playing, huh?
There's also the argument: is Amorim even lasting United? Because if he's not lasting United, and then United go for a manager who plays like a different type of 3-4-3, or plays a 4 at the back with 3 in midfield, Kobe Mainoo suddenly becomes first name in the team sheet again.
Good point.
He does.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, Amorim gets sacked in November. I know that, for example, I'm just going to name a name. Eddie Howe has a £5 million release clause in his Newcastle contract. Let's say United, who are going down this Prem proven route, right, with the Cunha signing and stuff, and wanting Baliba and liking Wharton and everything. Let's say United continue down the Prem proven route, go for a Prem proven manager like Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe sticks in a 4-3-3 as he has done at Newcastle. Mainoo becomes one of those 3 midfielders easily. Because if we still want to sign Baliba, you got Baliba in the 6 and Mainoo in the 8. Bruno's rumoured to wanting to be open to leaving next summer. You then get rid of Bruno and sign another 8. And suddenly Kobe Mainoo's first name in the team sheet, and he's playing world-class football at Man United in a favourite formation.
No, 100% you're right, because I don't think about it the aftermath.
Yeah, this is what I mean. There's only 6 days left in the window.
Yeah, he might not even
Amorim
last.
might, if we were to sell Mainoo, only to sack Amorim 2 months later, I think that's...
He will regret that move. Yeah,
because that's a good point. I think Mainoo would regret it.
Yeah, he'll regret that move.
He's a United boy. He's a United boy through and through, and he embodies Manchester United. Born in Stockport, comes through our academy, which scores winning goals in FA Cup
Had a great
finals,
debut.
England team, amazing debut, all of that. Yeah, I do want to move on from Mainoo though, because I can spend forever talking about this, and I really shouldn't. There's a couple other things United, like Anthony talks going on with Betis. Sancho, known green light to Roma, but he's open to thinking about Turkey if the transfer deadline goes through. Højlund, loan with an obligation to buy, seeming like it's going through. But I want to move on to your boys.
Champions.
Liverpool.
Champions.
Liverpool, who so far have had to play some great games. You know, Liverpool have been very entertaining so far. The
Thank
4-2
you.
against
Thank you.
Bournemouth,
Thank
3-2,
you.
everything in the Palace game.
Thank you.
But your defence is on an island. And you are still rumoured to want a centre-back. Well, I say still rumoured to want a centre-back. Fabrizio Romano's latest, so just to keep everyone updated on what he said in his video today, is Liverpool are ready to go and sign Mark Gay for more than 30 million, is the quote. So like 30 to 35 million. And they want him before the window shuts in on Monday. Liverpool are waiting on Palace to find a replacement first, and Palace are not going to sanction the move unless they sign a replacement. If the deal doesn't go through, Liverpool are happy to try again next summer when his contract is up. So, and also Liverpool's his favourite destination. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. He wants to go to Liverpool if he leaves Palace. But that's just the latest on Mark Gay. How much do you think Liverpool really need the guy? Or would you be okay if they didn't sign another centre-back?
No, we definitely need another centre-back. Gay, Crystal Palace captain, he's going to bring so much like experience, so much. Very good centre-back as well. So hopefully he does come. It'll keep Konate on his toes, because Konate's had a poor 2 first games. So I think the only issue I've got is that he's on his last year of his contract, and they're saying 35 million. 35 million, is that a lot for someone in his last year of his contract?
No, I think it's probably undervalue for him.
But I think he's needed.
He's an England international.
Captain as well.
Captain of a team that just won a
100%.
trophy, 2 trophies, including one against you. So, like, he's definitely worth at least 35 million.
100%. No, I think he's gonna bring different character, different atmosphere. You know, Konate, it'll make him be on his toes 100%. But I think
You reckon Konate's head's in the clouds a bit at the moment?
Yeah, man, he's been poor, man. He's saying, I understand though, because he's looking around him and everyone's a different amount of money, you know. So he's probably thinking, wow, I could and do deserve more money from somewhere else. So I understand what's happening behind the scenes. But yeah, Gay, we do need Gay. Liverpool, I love you guys. You guys are moving like real bullies. We're going for Isaac and Gay. Them two are going to come at the end. By Monday, them two are going to come 100%. So, yeah. But if we don't get neither of them, I think Liverpool should have options to get... If Gay don't come, Liverpool should have an option to get someone else. And if Isaac don't come, which he is going to come, Liverpool, we do need to strengthen our attack as well 100%.
Would you rather Liverpool just ditch their interest in Gay to sign someone else this summer instead of waiting specifically for him?
No. Gay, we need Gay because they're going to go somewhere else and try to get someone. But we've got someone here that's Premier League proven, England international, captain of Crystal Palace. You don't need to look for no one else, you know. Just stay with Gay. Hopefully he wants to leave. But even after the last match, him and the manager had a little altercations. He just walked away
against Chelsea. Yeah,
so
that was a weird one, man. Because also, you know what's funny about that is nothing's come out about it since.
Nothing.
It's like, because normally, you know, there's some sort of brief, or one side says something, or the agents camp says something, or the club clarified that nothing. So the club haven't said that nothing happened, and then his Gay side haven't said that something's happened. It's a really random one, isn't it?
Yeah, but Gay's not that kind of person though. Even in his interviews, the way he conducts himself, the way he moves around, like he's a very, very nice and professional kind of guy. So I was kind of surprised seeing that.
Yeah,
from
we
him,
said all
to be
that
honest.
about Isak, and look how he's carrying on.
But it's totally different, you know. Superstars, when superstars want their way, make sure you have to get your way. Like people saying, he's throwing his toys out of the pram. Only superstars get to do that.
I didn't really necessarily look at it like that. I think they were coming off the pitch. The manager called him. I'm not reading too much into it.
I do think at the end of the day it wasn't really much.
Yeah,
there's
I
nothing
think it
really
was
into
that.
it.
I think
It could just
much.
be a case of Gay maybe didn't hear him.
Nah, Gay looked at him.
I don't know.
He looked at him
Who knows?
after he said to him, after this international break, I ain't coming back here. But,
Some people were calling out the manager, saying that was it Roy Keane was saying it was a bit demonstrative of the manager, and that's why Gahey might have just thought, I'm not buying into this, and just ignored him.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think the fact that nothing's come out.
Yeah,
about it since,
I'm with you. I
It's just
think it's
kind
a
of
bit-
like cool. If there was something behind it, I think someone would have said something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm a bit surprised maybe the club didn't brief someone, just saying like, you know, it's calm, don't worry
Yeah.
about it. But also, it's kind of like, I know like we bring it up, but like realistically, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah,
because
maybe
who cares?
nothing really-
Realistically, who cares?
But yeah,
It's not affected anything.
But
has it?
I do think that Liverpool should go in. I think specifically they should be looking to sign him. So I understand Liverpool's stance of choosing to go, like, we'll sign him if we can, but if not, we're going to go back
Yeah,
next
next
summer.
year, yeah.
I do see it. It's the same with like us and Belieber. Like, we can't sign Belieber this summer, and so we've gone, all right, we're going to be back in 12 months' time. because it's specifically him.
Yeah, I understand that because of the, I think it's kind of different because of the pricing. The price, I think next year the price will be different, 100%. But
He's a free agent next year.
oh wow! So why are you going to pay a one? Oh yeah.
Sorry, you're talking about Believer. That's my bad. Sorry.
But I was thinking, if we don't get Gay or don't get Isaac, we're still going to win the league. But if we get either of them,
Can we put timestamp on that?
we're
Very
going to
quickly?
have.
Thank you.
If we don't get, we're going to have one. Right now, we've got one hand on the title. If we get Isaac or
Only
Gay,
one. Only one. Oh. Let's see if you're still.
You're
that-
third.
for now.
Have you
might
got
be
one hand
lower
on the
than that after this
title? One
weekend.
hand on the title when you're third, and Arsenal and Spurs.
We
are
had
ahead
one
of
hand
you,
on the
man.
we had one hand on the title when we signed the works.
Listen, you might be lower
He's
than
not done
third.
anything since.
They'll be lower than third after Sunday. Trust
What
me.
Sunday? The last Sunday.
This Sunday.
Oh no way! This Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's Arsenal Liverpool this
Yeah.
week. So that slipped my mind.
That's a friendly.
What do you mean that's a friendly?
That's a friendly at 4:30. That's a friendly at 4:30.
but before you start turning into FJ, I'm going to move on and move on to, funnily enough, Arsenal.
Oi.
So
Let's
you
have it.
guys are linked to he can pay. Is that how it
He
said?
can pay.
Yeah.
He can pay, but
He can pay.
regardless. So the latest personal terms are done with
Ooh.
the guy. So like within the way that he wants Arsenal, he only wants Arsenal. But Arsenal
They
still
normally do. Arsenal
Yeah.
is
Is that all you guys
What do you
want?
mean normally
Defenders. All you guys want is defenders.
But I'm going to explain why. So Arsenal still need to reach an agreement with Bayer Leverkusen, and Fabrizio Romano says this is most likely to be a loan with an obligation to buy. And then if this happens, Kiwior then gets the green light to move to Porto. So what it is they're getting rid of Kiwior, so they're just replacing the spot with someone else on the left-sided centre-back. Because as far
Makes a
as
lot
I
of sense.
believe, Jack was telling me on Monday that he's someone who's left centre-back but can also
Left
play at
back,
left-back.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
considering that your left-back situation is a little, I'd say, interesting, because you don't know if Calafiore can play every game. He's had confidence issues and injury issues.
Confidence issues.
But I suppose there was a point as well where like he didn't look completely up to scratch, but that might have just been injuries. But I know
No, he comes across as quite a confident guy.
fair enough.
to be
But at
honest.
least
Getting
it's
you
certain
big goals,
he's had.
big goals. That guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, at the moment, it's interesting because the left back position has been, in abeyance for a little while. We had Miles Lewis-Skelly there, who, as you guys probably know, is not a natural left back. His normal
he's gonna
position
end
is
up being a
midfield.
midfielder.
Yeah.
He will.
So, and then he came in, done an excellent job. Calafiore, who was signed as somebody who could play in that position, he suffered from injuries. Miles Lewis-Skelly, in the meantime, occupied that place and made it his own pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But then, interestingly, this season, Calafiore has been preferred over Miles Lewis-Skelly
I can see why.
at the moment.
I think
But we'll
it's,
see.
I think it's because you're looking to. I know I said this a number of times. You signed Eze, who's not a touchline winger, because you've got Saka. Well, no, Saka's injured at the moment, but in theory, you've got Saka, who's a very touchline right winger. You need to be able to stretch on both sides of the pitch.
Yeah.
So if Eze is going to come in and be playing inside a bit and drifting inside, kind of like kind of the what's it called, the half space or whatever it is, you need a left back who will keep that width on the left flank. And I think Calafiore does
And
that
that's
a
one
lot
thing-
better than Lewis-Skelly would, because Lewis-Skelly, again, more naturally a midfielder, so he does sometimes tend to invert a bit. And so
does.
you want someone like Calafiore, or maybe he can play. I'm not
Well, sometimes
sure,
Miles
who can
does
just
play
keep on
like
that
a
touchline.
midfielder insofar as sometimes he tends to dwell on the ball a little bit too much. You've seen him get caught in possession a couple of times.
Yeah.
Even last season, which led to,
I mean,
PSG.
yeah.
like Calafiore has been, he's been very instrumental for you as well. He's got goal and 2 assists in 2 games.
Yes, yeah.
He's had a big part to play so far.
Not good enough though. You guys are just getting defenders.
You said that about
You guys are just getting.
everyone.
You're right.
About literally every player.
No one can't talk to us about defence. We've got the best defence in
You've got
the Premier
every
League 2
defender.
years running.
You guys have got too many defenders. You guys should be thinking about getting goals, not.
Where we've addressed that.
They signed Eze, who's got 8 goals last season.
We signed
Right,
Jokeres as well.
He had 2 goals until April, I think, last season. Hey, that's-
Tell him that. Tell him that. I don't think he heard that.
What is that?
I said that Eze had 2 goals up until April last season.
Wow.
I know that's just a bit
Hey,
of a
this
troll.
is why I like you.
Look, I
though.
write-
This is why I like you. Though. Thank you. This is why I like you.
All seriousness, I do rate Eze though.
He's not good enough.
I do rate him.
2 goals. 2 goals.
Well, he finished with 8. He scored 6 in April, so he's on good form.
Including against you lot. So, but listen, man, we're nice right now. We're in a good
No,
space.
you've got a
We're in a
you've
good
got
space.
a balance. You finally got a balance in your starting team.
And as I said in a show that I did prior to this one, even with Saka seemingly not available, well, he's not available this weekend, we still go to Liverpool full of confidence. That's how good we are this season.
I'm excited for the game. It'll be a good game. I think all teams have an issue this season, which makes it fun. Like Liverpool, your defence has looked here
That's
and
not
there
an
at
issue.
times.
That's not an issue.
It is an issue.
Our defence
That's
ain't an
why you
issue.
conceded 4 goals in 2 games.
That's all right. How many did
No, more than
we
that.
score?
No, I know. You've got an attack to make up for it. But, but this is what we were saying. This is why you need a centre-back. You
the
just
thing-
agreed with me.
But at the end of the day, since Klopp came, Liverpool all about outscoring other teams.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the
Liverpool-
point of football.
Liverpool, yeah, I know. So we were talking about how clean sheets. Arsenal had the most clean sheets last year, but the goal difference was 20. So we had 80 goals. Arsenal had 60 goals, but you guys had more clean sheets.
We conceded less goals, full stop.
Yeah, but I think
34.
it's all about the amount of goals you can score. I think it's about outscoring other
Yeah,
teams.
but
To be honest,
they
It
also
is,
say
but
the team
all I-
with the best defence normally wins titles or wins things.
that's
Well, no, but
that's
what you're
wrong.
talking about goals win games, defences win titles is the general adage.
And that's wrong.
But all I mean,
That's wrong
is-
now.
It's not wrong. That is not wrong.
You think, yeah? Because
Yeah,
Arsenal's
you
had a
need
great
good
defence for the last 2 years.
because you need a good. You can't build a house without a base, right? And the defence and goalkeeper is the base of every team.
That's a lie.
And
You need a good pace.
That's a lie. You need a good spine.
We've got you do.
That
need a good
starts
spine.
in defence.
No, it doesn't.
Your spine is your 2 centre backs, goalkeeper, and DM, and then your striker.
I don't know. I
So
don't know.
4 of those 5 positions are defensive positions.
I'm not worried about defence because I understand
You should
that. How can I be worried? We've got the best centre back ever.
Because you've admitted that Kirkes and Konate have been off it.
Yeah, that's all right.
So
2 games
you should
in.
be concerned.
There's only two-
But all I mean when going back to what I first said is that I think every team has the possibility of at points falling apart
100%,
in
100%.
games, which just makes this season more fun. Like I'd say every team does, and obviously Man City, who we want to move on to next, they've looked dodgy. Right, Trafford didn't have a great second game. He had a good first game, didn't have a great second game, and City have been continually linked in the last month with Donnarumma, and the latest on that. So, conversations are ongoing with Paris Saint-Germain, with talks surrounding a deal of around 25 to 30 million pounds. But Edison still needs to go. There were rumours of Trafford going on loan to Besiktas, but Fabrizio Romano has gone never, nah. And
That
Donnarumma and Trafford are
Donnarumma link
expected
is
to compete.
is an interesting one
Yeah.
because surely that's a departure from what Pep has done in the past. And you remember when he rocked up at City, the very first thing he
Joe
did
Hart.
was get rid of Joe Hart, who was an established figure, and people were talking about him being the best goalkeeper in the world at that time. I remember it well. He's got rid of Joe Hart, and who's the guy he brought in?
Bravo.
Yeah, there was
Claudio
one.
Bravo.
Yeah.
What disaster.
No,
that
but the
was.
reason why he bought Bravo is because he considered that he was going to be better with the ball at his feet playing out from the back. We seem to have gone full circle because Donnarumma, whilst he's a great keeper, the one thing that people will tell you about, the least impressive part of his game is the ball at his feet. So, kind of strange to me, really.
Yeah, I think, City have always had 2 very competent goalkeepers. That's generally how it's been. So before it's been Edison, but then when Edison's not played, Ortega's stepped in and done a fantastic job at City. So I think maybe Pep just wants to continue the thing of having 2 competent goalkeepers, but before it's been first and second choice, this one I don't know who starts.
I think Edison's leaving.
I reckon
So
Donnarumma.
Edison's leaving, but and then Donnarumma or Trafford is it because
I
Trafford
can't
needs
see
to play.
Donnarumma, especially after what's happened to him at PSG, is going to want to come and sit on City's bench.
I get that, but at the same time, Trafford won't. I don't think Trafford will want to sit on the bench. I get Trafford has a connection.
Who's more likely
City.
to play for their teams in the World Cup, do you think?
Well, Donnarumma's going to play for Italy over,
Exactly.
but Trafford, the competition in England is there's a lot of because you've
let's
got
have
Nick
it right.
Pope,
Jordan
Ramsdale,
Pickford is the clear
Pickford.
number one. He's the clear number one.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's still an interesting situation. I would say in the comments, like the video. We've got a lot of you watching today, so like the video. Make sure you like and let us know. Super chats, all this, all that. What you think about what we're talking about? Because obviously there's 6 days to go left in the window. And the Donnarumma, it's going to be weird. Do you ever? I don't know if you guys get this, but when a player who you've known and seen so many times in Europe suddenly comes to the Premier League. It's always a bit weird and very interesting, I think. So when De Bruyne first moved to City, we'd heard so much about him at Wolfsburg and in Germany. I'd seen his face so often. So seeing him on telly and at games was weird. And Donnarumma feels like another one to me. Because he's been around for 10 years.
So long.
Yes,
The guy's been around for 10, 11 seasons now at AC Milan and at PSG. And obviously he was like the Buffon heir to Buffon's throne when he first came out.
He's a great
first
keeper.
onto the scene. So it'll be interesting to see him in the Premier League. I'm all for it. I'm all for the big stars being in
But
the
I
Premier
think
League.
that I think the City The City story is so like they've got a lot of problems in there, and they need to iron out their problems. Like they got so many players that do the same thing. So they got Foden, they got the new Leon, the new guy from Leon. That's Churchy. I don't say his name.
Oh,
wrong.
Chucky.
Yeah, Turkey. They got him. They got Mamouche. They got so many players that do the same thing, but they ain't got no in and out wingers. They only got Doku.
Yeah.
And Doku's not getting you 10-10. Doku's not getting you 10 goals or 10 assists. If you go on the other side, it's Slovenia, he's not getting you 10-10 either. So City need to, really and truly, I think City are in trouble this year. I think City are really in
This is
trouble
what
this
I mean.
year.
It's another team with a hole in it.
They got so much trouble. Like they need to get.
What's interesting about City is that first game against Wolves, they look very impressive. 4-0. Everyone's saying, "Oh, City, you know what? Don't overlook them.
Those
they
Spurs,
could be a
they
real
look
threat."
trash.
And then in the following game, it all fell apart.
They look so
But
bad.
even before that, I saw Tottenham play against PSG, and I said, "Wow, I've never seen Tottenham play like this. That's the best I've ever seen Tottenham play under Thomas." Like Tottenham, any manager, I've never seen them play like that against PSG. They were pressing, high press, everything was crazy. So when they played against City, I understood how the game ended up like that, you know. But City was not ready. They play like they're old. They play like so many players are old. They got Rodri there, but is Rodri gonna play over Nico? Is Rodri gonna play over who's the guy beside Nico? But anyway, they don't.
You know what
know-
was
they
interesting?
don't know
Because
their
I
strongest team.
watched that game, right? I watched it live on TV, and for the first 10-15 minutes, City looked really good. They started really
They had a
well.
chance, Mamouche
They had a
missed
couple
it.
of chances, didn't take them, and then you could see Spurs growing in a bit of confidence. The minute Spurs scored, you just looked at City, and they went flat almost straight away.
They aren't formidable.
No.
They aren't formidable anymore. They've
that
been
fear
so
factor's gone.
formidable. Yeah. City, they have holes, and they've become like there's been. Like, you could never laugh at City before because it was just like, oh my God, Haaland scored again. Oh my God, De Bruyne scored another screamer. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, they've got 100 points. Oh my God, they've got 97 points. Now it's kind of like, like I know as a United fan, like we're the most laughed about club at the moment, and we have been for the last couple of years. But City, there's something to laugh about them, and that just makes it interesting. Like as you said, there's less of a fear factor now.
Yeah,
like Spurs go and they do City every year at the Etihad. They do. They seem to absolutely tear them apart.
And what was interesting as well is that the minute they went a goal down, I could not see them coming.
Different game,
After 2-0, I said, this is a wrap. They're done.
Second half, they didn't.
And thinking back over the years.
Spurs at the most out of these all the teams so far. Spurs at the most consistent. They're the only team that have put back-to-back good performances in.
They're finishing above you.
You probably.
You think?
Well,
Yeah?
actually,
No, but that's
no,
not
I
gonna
don't know.
take that much, is
Our season is weird as hell because I don't know what's going to go on.
What? You finishing above Tottenham then? Yeah.
I have no idea.
And it's a yes or no. Like they're watching.
No,
I
don't think
genuinely cannot give you an answer to that.
Oh,
'cause
I don't
don't
answer
fucking
that
know.
one. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I said before the season started that I think we would,
Right.
but since then we've not looked as good as I thought we would. But I think just our situation is so stupid because there's so much still to sort out that I'm at least waiting till the end of the window just to see. Because we're playing Burnley on the weekend. We might play really well. Who knows? Like
Well,
all
you should
teams,
do.
bar yeah, I fucking hope so. But,
You're at home to Burnley.
yeah, we're at home to Burnley. We've got
should be,
Grimsby
yeah,
tonight.
come on.
We should, but no, I don't want to talk about United because I spent so long talking about it. But Newcastle. Oh, actually, sorry. One more Arsenal thing I was going to point out, I forgot to, is Crystal Palace are in talks with Reece Nelson for about 15 million quid.
That was a club that he was linked with a couple of seasons.
Yeah,
Reece
and
Nelson.
And I just want to ask, is that a good, just a good move for all parties?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because obviously I don't think he's an Eze replacement.
He's
I
better
think,
than Martinelli.
I think. Well, I'm not going to answer that question, but
You don't think?
what?
He's better than Martinelli.
I've not seen Reece Nelson play in about
They're different
2
types
years.
of
man.
players.
Seriously?
Well, because he doesn't start.
Yeah, they don't give him a
Yeah,
chance.
no,
they
let's-
don't want to
but-
give him a chance because that right
Trust
side,
me,
it's the
Reece
right
Nelson
side.
is a quality player. The problem he's had in recent seasons, he's been a bit injury prone. And that's obviously held him back.
And
You know
Saka.
what I mean?
Saka's side. Saka's not coming off that right side.
Yeah, but what
So-
I'm saying is, had he been, even when he went to Fulham, he got injured.
It's a good
So,
career move for him,
yeah,
I think.
but-
That's what I was going to ask, because I think that Eze's replacement, quote unquote, for Palace is already there, and it's Ismail Assar. I think
Yeah, I mean,
that's
I
gonna
would
become their
never,
white
I would
good
never
guy.
look at
I
Reece
think
Nelson
they-
and think he's a
Yeah,
replacement
but
for
I
Eze.
think as just as someone to help the Palace attack because they missed out on.
Yeah,
Dibbling.
he's a forward.
They missed out on Dibbling. I think it's a really good career move because he's going to now play if he stays fit. 35 Premier League.
If he
35
stays
Premier League
fit,
games.
if
I
he
think
stays
Palace-
fit, he will be an asset for Palace.
No, I
Trust
think
me,
Palace
he's-
signed a new player from Villarreal. It's like Pino.
Yeah, they signed him, but I think, Reece Nelson, I think As you said, he's a good player. As I've just said, I've not seen him
Nielsen
score.
can't play that role. Nielsen can't play that role. The role
But
inside.
also
He gotta go
Glasner, I
wide.
think, is such a good coach that it's a fantastic coach for Reece Nelson to now play under. I just think kind of,
He's from that part of London as well originally.
Yeah, it's good for his career.
Yeah.
Palace. It's always good to see South Londoners at Palace. They are like South London's representative in the Premier League, so it's always good to see South London players playing for Palace.
No, if he stays fit and is able to play games, he will be an asset for Palace. I have no doubt in
They higher
saying
sell this summer. 50. They your highest sell this summer. 15 mil.
It used to be your only sale.
Yeah,
only-
exactly.
They never sold anyone.
we've not
Neither
been,
of United.
That team is finished. You know that Arsenal team. Like you guys are buying. You guys, there's no one to offload. Like there's no one to offload in that team. You know, Liverpool buying, but we're selling amazing. Like the
You
business
keep
is
going
crazy.
up and down. A minute ago you were saying Arsenal really good this year, this and that. Now you're saying, oh, what is it?
I think he might just reset every
I
5
think
minutes.
you know
No.
what it is. He's in panic mode.
No,
That's what it is.
Arsenal do look good, but not
He's
good
in
enough.
panic mode.
Arsenal do look good, but not good enough for
Yeah.
this. You see this? You got to be excellent every game for this one. But Arsenal not good enough. I don't think you guys are ready yet.
Let's see how
Man, we'll
confident
see.
he talks
We'll see.
after Sunday.
Friendly.
But a team that have not looked, actually looked fairly decent against you was Newcastle. I think the fact that they were down to Anthony Gordon's a challenge. I cannot believe.
Well, he
put
cost
in.
them that match.
He cannot believe he put that in. But the 10-men Newcastle put up a solid
better
fight
team.
against
Proper
you. I
fight.
think they were great against you. Like,
They
even
were,
with
no,
10
but
men.
they were the better team. Let's have it right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They were the better team.
I could back
listen, I'm going to stop short of saying Liverpool were lucky because they weren't lucky because that goal
Amazing.
was an incredible goal. So I will give you your flowers for that.
Goal
But
of the season.
let's have it right. Let's keep it real. Yeah. In terms of the two teams on the day, despite that ridiculous challenge by Anthony Gordon, which he should be ashamed of himself because he let himself and his team down.
100%.
Even allowing for that, Newcastle were the better side. They were the better side before he did that, and they were the better side after he did that.
But that doesn't mean
Facts.
that doesn't.
But they didn't win the game.
But that doesn't change the picture of anything because I could say the same thing about Arsenal and Man United. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it doesn't change the picture of anything.
What Laurie
You
said
can't say it.
it doesn't
It's not-
need
they're
to
not
go any
comparative.
further.
No, but we played at Newcastle. They might have played better than us, but we played. We still played. You guys didn't play at all.
We beat them 1-0. We didn't concede
From a
goal.
corner.
It don't matter.
Oh.
It's Arsenal through and through. It's their DNA.
Name me
the
one.
corner.
Yeah.
Listen, Dylan saw the game, obviously. Can you tell me a single Man United clear-cut chance that you had?
Well, that was our only problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Was that we, on all three places of the pitch, like the middle third, defending third, attacking third, I think on balance we were better than you.
Yes.
But the issue is we didn't create a clear-cut chance, and we
Exactly.
also didn't
That's
against
what I'm
Fulham.
saying, whereas
but
Newcastle-
I don't think that's anything to do with Arsenal.
No,
I think we
come
didn't
on.
create a clear-cut chance because we just didn't do it. We could have. I really think we could have many times. It was things like
So why
the
didn't
last
you then?
pass, because it's just things like the last pass didn't quite work. We didn't so for example, when we had the chance to a number of times crossing, we then didn't have a striker in the
Yeah.
box.
Cunha was
I
doing, yeah.
think we could have, because Cunha was doing so well dropping deep, getting the ball, turning your guys and rinsing Ben White and at points, but then he wasn't then in the box. I think if we had someone like a fit Sheshko playing, we would have created a clear-cut chance. We didn't have anyone to create them for. But I don't think that's down to Arsenal. That was down to us.
How can Sesko not be fit?
Yeah, exactly.
He done pre-season. That's my worry about Isaac. Isaac's gonna come to Liverpool and he has to like pick up the pace and get with the pace.
Yeah, but
because
that
he ain't had pre-season.
he'll be fine by September. And you've got Ekitike who scored 3 games.
Yeah, but we need him now. We need him like get here and start now. But you get
I don't think you do. I think
100%,
Ekitike is fantastic.
No, because we need him to come in because Ekitike is not going to start when he
He won't
comes.
be there before Sunday.
No, I know, but
Huh?
but it's not like but it's not like you don't have anyone to start up front there. Ekitike's got 3 games and 3
He's
goals.
done better than you would have expected.
Who,
Surely.
Ekitike?
Yeah.
That guy.
No, I thought he'd get a hat-trick last game. I thought he was going to be on
He was
5 goals
quality.
by now.
He was quality. But I do just on Newcastle, I want to ask. So they've had a second bid for Strand Larsen rejected, £55 million.
55.
And this is, by the way, about 2 months after Wolves signed him for 26 million. So they're like they have the chance to double it, but Wolves have
There's two
they've
reasons
lost
for that.
Cunha and they've just lost what's his name, Fabio Silva too. But the question I want to pose to you guys is: Newcastle have now had 2 bids rejected in the space of a couple of days for Trent Larsen. Do you think they've got to just give up on this deal and move on?
No, there's 2 reasons why they're not getting Strand Larsen right now. One, Wolves know that Newcastle are awash with money, so that valuation is not going to meet their valuation. And number 2, let's be honest, Wolves are one of those teams that will be at threat at going down this season, having lost some of their significant players last season, Ait Nouri, Cunha, and who's the other guy? Silva, we said. So.
Huh? Well, they've lost Cunha and Silva.
Yeah,
that's their two big
Aït-Nouri.
losses. Oh, Aït-Nouri as well. Sorry, yeah.
So that's significant for a team like Wolves. No disrespects. So they've got to be very careful. Strand Larsen, I mean, you've seen yesterday 2 goals against West Ham. If you take that out of the team, they are looking extremely vulnerable. So you can imagine why they're not going to want to. If they're going to let Strand Larsen go, Newcastle are going to have to pay over the odds to get him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Planning for
Simple as
Wisa
that.
still.
Well, they should be, but like, there's been no movement on that. That's a weird one, That's gone completely quiet.
Yeah, because Wisa's doing front. I just said that all these superstars for their prime, for the toys at the prime. Wisa's doing it. Yeah,
he's got the blacked out Instagram.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. He's got no Instagram photo. Brentford's out of his bio.
Yeah,
he's not playing for Brentford, but the window closed in a few days. Just want to bring something to you. The Telegraph has just published this recently. Is Chelsea are on the verge of sealing Garnacho move for up to £40 million. I don't know if it says. I can't actually access the article right now, but up to 40 million. I'm going to assume that's going to be like 35 plus 30. Sorry, plus 5 million. And obviously Chelsea still trying to offload Nicholas Jackson, where Chelsea are prepared to sanction a loan with an obligation to buy for Nicholas Jackson if a permanent transfer can't be agreed. Clubs who have inquired about him have been told that a £10 million loan fee is required, with Bayern Munich remaining in talks. Chelsea, of course, still need to get over the line Xabi Simons and Garnacho in the next couple of days. What do you make of the whole, I say, like specifically maybe this, and then the broader Chelsea seemingly still piling on talent? Do you think it's the right way to go for them? And like kind of their overall policy in the last couple of years?
I understand the Garnacho signing because they're gonna do the homegrown. They're gonna put in the registration. They're gonna put him as a homegrown talent, right? So I understand that part, but I still don't think
he's played representatives for Argentina. But anyway.
Yeah, but he still gets it.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's not a homegrown talent.
He is, ain't he? And they can put him under for the registration. They put him under as a homegrown thing, no?
I don't know. Actually, comments if you know.
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
they
sure,
know, let
because
us know.
We signed him when he was 15. And he's our academy graduate.
Yeah.
Because he played for our academy before he played for our first team. But I don't know if he can be classed as a homegrown.
Because I know
because we signed him from Atletico at like 15.
I know it affects the registration. So when they put through the registration, that he comes.
Yeah, it's got to be 17 players have to be.
But that Chelsea, the Chelsea summer signings they've made, I think they've made some good signings. I still don't think their defence is as strong as it should be.
I think that Garnacho sign is going to be another one that comes back to bite United in the
I
league.
reckon Chelsea getting like 35 to 40 million from Garnacho for around that fee. Chelsea have got such a steal here.
Yeah,
they have, and I understand why the fees got to that point. Because like obviously he's not played for us for ages, blah blah blah. And he's always wanted to go to Chelsea, all this, all that.
Do you think he's good?
Garnacho?
You think Garnacho's good?
I think he's good. But specifically, think about my use of the word good here instead of world-class, excellent, amazing. He's a good winger who can become a great winger.
No way.
I really think so.
he's decent.
He just needs to nail down some higher IQ.
I think he's a good player, a hybrid of what you guys think. I think he's a good player who can become a very good player. Mm-hmm. But to me, he lacks maturity and focus. If Chelsea can give him that, and I think Maresco's the kind of guy that could probably do that, then it'll be one of those signings that United will be looking back on. And there's been a few over the years that said, how comes we couldn't get the best out of it?
Yeah,
could be a signing that comes back to
the
bite
Garnacho situation is a case of, I think it stems from so under Ten Hag, he started 37 matches in a row towards the back end of the season before last, so 2 seasons ago, and then that made him think in his head, obviously, if you're 19-20 and you're starting 37 games in a row, I am a bona fide start for this team. He then didn't start as many games, and under Amorim his role changed, and I think Garnacho kind of just thought, right, I should be starting for this team, and now I'm not, or now I'm not doing this and whatever. But I think with Garnacho, and I genuinely think he's actually better on the right than the left, because more of his decisions are made for him. So he's right-footed, and he's pretty right-footed. His left foot's okay, but it's not nowhere near as good as his right foot. When he's playing on the right, he has pretty much no choice but to cross and cut back. And when he was playing on the right for us, he was really, really good. But on the left, he had more decisions to make, and he would cut in a lot more than he should have. So he was shooting when he shouldn't have been. So I think what that shows is Garnacho needs to be taught how to make better decisions. And if he can successfully be taught to make better decisions, he can become easily a Champions League level winger. That's how how I see Garnacho.
Just like Mainoo, I don't think this philosophy fits Garnacho's role. Like just
What,
the way
at United?
yeah, just
Oh,
the way
nowhere near,
yeah,
not
just
at
the
all.
way Garnacho plays. I don't think he can do the two behind the striker. So I don't think he can do that role 100% because he's not creative. I look at him as a winger that takes their man on. Direct wingers. I don't see him as a creative guy in the whole. But Garnacho, I don't think he's. IMMINENT, I don't think he. Actually, no, let me not say he's not a good manager. But all the decision making he's making, I understand it because these players are not going to fit his role in the team. Like what they want him to do, he's not doing it. And Garnacho's end products is not good enough. They're not good. That guy is not good enough. So I understand why Man United are getting rid of him. But 40 mil, you're right. It is a good steal.
Well, when you've got Anthony Elanga going for 55 and co, Garnacho is better than Elanga.
But you see,
I'd say.
no. You see what Elanga does, though. You can see what Elanga's doing. You can see what he
Elanga
tries
fits
to do.
Newcastle very well, I think. He's relentless and he's very quick and he needs to improve his end product. But we are still talking about a Garnacho who, despite all you've said, the misgivings of not fitting the position properly, still got 21 goal involvements last season. 21 goal involvements isn't insignificant at all.
I would say that I would say this that
Premier
Garnacho
League
is a
wingers.
more naturally talented footballer than Elanga. Elanga is more athletic, he's quicker. He's also
I
more
agree with that.
focused and
Maybe that's what you
he's
need.
more mature.
Maybe that's what you need.
Yeah.
So he
But
could be more
he
effective
needs-
in the right.
He needs to learn how to become a team player.
Yeah.
Because Garnacho, the other thing that he has, which I think to his credit is very good, like that he has, is just he's relentless. He will fail to beat a man 7 times in a row, which in itself is not great. But he will go for the 8th. He will go for the 9th. He'll go for the 10th try, which that's to his credit. But he needs to learn how to make better decisions. Like you don't need to take that man on 10 times because you can do a give and go. Like when he was playing alongside Dorgu, second half of last season, the guy never passed to Dorgu. Because he was always thinking, right, my right foot, get that out there. No, take it on your left and play Dorgu through sometimes. Then move into the box off the ball. It's like, it's these kind of things
But even
that
Dorgu-
Maresca needs to get out of him. And
But
if he
even-
can, Garnacho can become a
But
good winger.
even Dorgu and Garnacho playing together don't work.
Yeah, but they didn't work because Garnacho just kept ignoring him.
Like if Garnacho is playing on the touchline, Dorgu can't go around
No,
him.
that I
Dorgu's not going
completely agree
inside.
with that.
That's why I feel about Arsenal's
He always comes back to Arsenal.
No, but this is what I feel about Arsenal's thing as well because on the left hand side, you guys got a guy that does a touchline.
We could tell. I
No, they
could
don't.
tell.
No, they need that though because their left wing back
You know
is
what?
not going around there.
Can I say this?
He's
I
cutting
can
inside.
tell
But
that we're living in your head rent free because every time we talk about a transfer, you manage to link it back to Arsenal.
Yeah, but to be
we're
fair,
talking about
Laurie,
Garnacho.
so do you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, when we were talking about Isak, and like, before the Isak Liverpool game thing, before you were just like, oh, maybe Arsenal could go in there. But it's natural.
No?
AJT.
Did I say that?
AGT does it with Liverpool. I do it with United. But
No, but
the fact that he's a
Garnacho though,
Liverpool fan doing it with Arsenal.
Garnacho scored one of the best goals in the Premier League I've ever seen.
That bicycle
You
kick.
got to have talent to do that.
What that fluke?
You could
Who cares?
you?
I'm joking, I'm
as much
joking.
as as much as I like Elanga, could you see him doing that?
No.
Yeah, Elanga ain't
That's
doing
what I'm
that.
saying.
But I'm taking Elanga every day.
Garnacho's talent is exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's more effective because he's more focused, he's more mature, and he will do what the manager says. You just spoke about the random way in which my man approaches the
Plays,
game.
yeah.
He plays for himself. He's not
Yeah,
a
man, no,
team
he does.
player.
He needs to learn how to
So
think
he's
on a
not. So
football
that's
pitch.
why I use the words maturity and focus. He's not there yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully at some point he will get. He's more likely to get that at Chelsea than he would at the environment he was under Man United. Because I do think Maresca is a bit of a no-nonsense guy. If you don't toe the line with him, you'll be gone. I think we've seen that.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
Michael has offered a good super chat. Big up, Michael. He said that Garnacho is a Northern Martinelli.
Thank you.
I can kind of hear it in the way
No,
that
he's
they're
more,
both
he's more
relentless
talented
wingers,
than.
but,
Listen,
yeah.
he's more naturally talented than. I would
who
understand
is?
more of a comparison with Elanga and Martinelli.
What,
not
in terms of
Garnacho.
just raw athleticism.
Yeah, and pace.
Who do you think's better, Martinelli or
Yeah,
Elanga?
Ask him that question.
I say at this moment, Martinelli has the edge because he's done more. No, but he's done more than
What's he
Elanga.
done?
Yeah, fair enough.
What's he done?
Well, he's held it
A couple
down.
of seasons ago, the man was scoring 14, 15 goals for
4
Arsenal.
years ago.
No, but the point.
No, but he's done it though. He's done that. Elanga's not done
Elanga's
that.
goal involvement
You
last
know,
season
because he was at
crazy.
United. He flattered to deceive at United, didn't he? He had the
What,
pace.
Martinelli?
No, Elanga.
Oh, Elanga, yeah. Well, Elanga was at United just It was weird, the Elanga thing. I think we didn't give him as much time as he should have, but ultimately Elanga was better off at a club like Forest for his development. Because the Forest, Newcastle, etc. play.
But has Elanga ever got like 14 goals like Martinelli? He's never done that. That's what I'm saying. So you'd have to give the edge to Martinelli at this point in time.
Yeah. One last topic before we wrap up. I just want to talk about West Ham. So West Ham have sent in a loan offer for John Victor. so obviously they've signed Mads Hermansen, the guy from Leicester, this season, and so far he's not looked great in the opening games for West Ham. So they've come back in for Botafogo's John Victor, and they've sent a loan offer with a conditional obligation to buy. So obligation to buy based on triggering playing 25 Premier League matches. So immediately, kind of, you think Mads Herman's made this move and it's not looking great, but I'd say it's more not looking great for Mr. Graham Potter, who is
he's out of there.
Public enemy number one at at London Stadium right now.
Even Bowen yesterday. Bowen was going to the fans, talking to the fans. Yeah,
that's the kind of thing you see in December, right? The window's not even closed yet.
We know how this thing works. Potter's out of there, man.
Yeah.
It's just a case of sooner rather than later.
Do you think? How many days are you giving? How many games are you giving him? You think international break he might be gone?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because Karen Brady, who's their chairwoman, CEO, whatever.
So West Ham's next game is Forest away.
They're not going to win that.
You think?
I think they'll give him until that Tottenham game probably. So when is that?
What, first game back after the international break?
Maybe that one or after.
But would it not maybe be a better idea to sack him in the international break to give you some more breathing room to find?
I think the question you should be asking, Dylan, is who gets sacked first, Potter or Amorim?
Or Potter. Potter,
but I would
think
say
that's because
Potter.
Potter's an even work because Amorim.
The only saving grace that he might have is that because I heard the chairman of West Ham the other day saying that they like to give their managers time.
Yeah.
So because she's on the record as having said that, it will look a bit foolish if they sack him.
Yeah.
That being said, though, if fans stay away,
if they get slapped by Forest, right? Let's say Chris Wood
position could become untenable.
Scores a brace. Morgan Gibbs White man of the match performance. They get their hand.
He's a dead man walking.
Yeah. And the thing with Amorim is, let's say Kobbie Mainoo stays, and then we win our next two games. Right, we beat Grimsby, and we beat Burnley, which we should. I think a lot of pressure immediately lifts off.
He's
Amorim.
Also a dead man walking, but it's just that he might.
I think there is an exit route for Amorim, but he doesn't seem to want to go there. This is the issue: is that he's not taking the small wins. There's some small wins for him that he could take. Couple tweaks for the system, like maybe playing split strikers with Bruno in a 10, and then playing Kobbie Mainoo and not bringing on Ugarte and stuff like this. Little small wins Amorim could be making to, just keep things ticking and appease the fans here and there and stuff that he's not doing. And that
I've got a question for you guys, actually.
Yeah, go on.
Just thinking about it, thinking out loud. The sack race, who goes first? Is it Potter? Is it Amorim? Is it Nuno from Forest? Or is it Russell Martin from Rangers? Because all four of those managers, I would say,
they're in the bin.
Are precariously balanced, to say the least. Even Nuno, I think if we beat them, that's our first game back after the international break. If we beat
Nuno
them,
and Potter are playing each other. So I think the answer, that's what I say. It's El Sacico.
Yeah,
but Nuno's one is sad. Nuno's one is sad.
No, Nuno's one is stupid.
Nuno one is sad. I don't care what Nuno said.
I don't think it's sad. I think it's like even if what Nuno said is true, why the hell did you say that?
Because he wants out. Listen, it's well known by now that him and Edu are falling out spectacularly. Apparently, yeah. So that Nuno is not a stupid man. When he said what he said, he knew what he was doing. It's only the results that's kind of keeping him there. If they had an excuse to sack him, because Nuno's thinking, you know what, I'm not going to resign and give up my money.
Get that money.
I've said what I've said. I'm not happy. I don't really want to be here like this. You sack me, you pay me. Because he knows he'll get another job.
Yeah, 100%.
He'll probably get the West Ham job.
Or the United job.
Or the Rangers job.
Or the United job.
Or the United job. Genuinely, it's definitely.
But yeah, so who gets sacked first?
Potter.
Yeah, West Ham.
I think
yeah.
Potter goes first. And
Although if you lot lose to
maybe-
Burnley tonight,
if we lose to
sorry.
Burnley, then it's
no.
it's,
If you lose to Grimsby tonight,
oh mate, I'm not.
and then don't beat Burnley.
Let's not.
Imagine that if you don't, because not beyond the
Man,
pale.
let's say
You
we
said
get
yourself.
slapped. You know what's so
you got
funny,
slapped
right?
by Milton Keynes, didn't you? Last
yeah,
time
11
you were
years
at
ago.
that stage.
Yeah. You know what's so funny, right? Do you know what Grimsby's one massive strength is?
What's that?
Set pieces. Ooh. Like, I'm just putting that out there. But
If you don't beat Grimsby tonight, like I
you
said,
know what's
it's not
insane
beyond
is
the
the
realm.
fact that you can say that.
Yeah.
That's it's
And then
ridiculous.
going into that game against Burnley, that is a must win. You don't beat, he's out of there.
If you lot start Bruno and start your first team, that's bad. If you lot start your first team, that's crazy.
And then
No,
with
we'll-
all,
we'll-
and then
no,
with all
we'll
the
make-
upheaval,
We'll make changes.
and then with all the upheaval, with Bruno saying he's entertaining leaving, Kobe Mainoo, he's not officially said he's entertaining leaving, but we all know what's going on there.
Yeah.
So he could go before Potter. So, but I do think Potter.
I get the argument, and I hate that it's a reality, and I understand why that is a genuine argument to be had. But I don't think it's the likeliest scenario.
No.
The likeliest scenario, in answer to your question, is Potter goes.
Russell Martin could go, and they got Celtic this weekend. If they get tonked by Celtic, which is, let's be honest,
It could come down to a number of minutes.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing our announcement at 5 p.m. and they're doing theirs. 6
Russell
p.m.
Martin is another one, precariously balanced. And then, of course, we said Nuno. You know, that situation there is very precarious.
It's weird, man. Nuno's done so well to revive his career, though, after the Spurs thing. He's done
a
well.
good manager.
Yeah,
But before we
he's a good
go,
manager.
who's had the
Yeah,
best summer transfer so far?
What window?
Who's had the best window so
Arsenal.
far?
Liverpool.
You think, yeah?
Liverpool.
Why?
Because Liverpool have made
They've
sales
not
as
got a
well as
striker.
signing great players.
Oh, yes, they have Ekitike.
Yes, they can sign Ekitike. And Liverpool have had the best.
No, but they've not got the striker that they want. If they get,
But you're saying that like they didn't also want Ekitike anyway.
Yeah.
They haven't got the number one bona fide 35 Premier League goal scorer striker they want.
You know what I
They
would
still
say,
sign
right?
a great striker.
yeah, you know what I would say. Up until last week, I would have said Liverpool. But when we signed Eze,
Oh,
I mean,
this is it.
No, but it's because you still haven't made sales. You've had a great
You love
window.
Eze,
I'd
innit?
probably put you second. And if we can get a midfielder and or goalkeeper over the line and somehow
I mean, I know
keep
we should
Cole
really
Mainoo,
count. It's
I
not
think
just
we're in the top 5
A window
windows.
should not just include. You're right. Should not just include the recruitment. It should also include the players
sales.
going out. But if we're
Yeah.
talking about recruitments,
Liverpool the best.
Arsenal,
I still think it's Liverpool.
Do you?
It depends
Why?
how Wirtz works out. Does depend on that because he's not been great so far. But as someone who's been on the receiving end of the whole 100 million banter stuff, I know that Wirtz needs a bit of time. He needs to adjust to the Premier League. All this. All
Wirtz,
that.
he'll get 10-10. There's no pressure on Wirtz. All Wirtz.
how many players did you bring in?
What? Numerous. Probably like
Because we brought seven players in. We bought. I think our window is strong in here. Is that we brought in Kepa, we brought in Norgard.
Kepa.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Hey, no, let's start with Kepa.
As a backup,
Kepa.
No, but he.
as a backup keeper. he's-
Carry on, Kepa.
So we bought in Kepa, we bought in Norgard, we bought in
That's good.
Mosquera.
Norgard's a good signing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We bought in Mosquera, we bought in Madueke, we bought in Madueke,
Okay.
right? Who else? We bought in 7 players, is it? Zubamendi,
Yeah, Zubendi, yeah. Sneak.
Eze, and who else? One more. Who else? Yeah, no. Who was it? You Ty, you're in the building. Help me out. Christian Mosquera. We bought in 7 players.
Norgard.
Yeah, he said that. He said no.
Oh, he said Norgard. And
No,
then
Mosquera's called Christian. as
Mosquera,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Liverpool have got Wirtz, Ekitike, Kirkes, Frimpong, Leone, Peskai, and Freddie Woodman.
Who are those last 3?
No,
Who are
but the first four are.
But we bought in 7.
No, but our first 4 are better than your.
No, I don't agree.
Frimpong. That's 2 of them are amazing signings.
Kirkes.
Then Ekitike and Wirtz. That's great signings. This
Oh,
summer.
Jokeres.
Who?
No, I mentioned Jokeres.
You mentioned Jokeres.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But anyway, we bought in 7 man. Kepa, Norgard, Zubamendi, Mosquera, Jokeres, Eze and Madueke. 7 high-class players.
Oh,
there.
stop. You're over.
They are!
They're not high class. Okay, cool.
Which one of them is not high class? Because Mosquera is very highly rated in La Liga.
in
Very.
La Liga, yeah.
Yeah, he's a Spanish international.
Yeah, in La Liga,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? But he's
He-
a Spanish international.
He has to come here and get run over. He's going to come here and get run
He's
over.
part of...
He's going to come here and get run over. He's going to get run off the
Listen,
park.
that 7 matches up against your 4-man or 5-man.
Because the
What do you
signing-
think? As a neutral, what do you
No,
think?
the signing that you guys made, which is a
Dylan,
stamp signing,
I'm
is
deferring to
Gokras.
you.
Yeah, I'm. Huh?
Listen to that
signing-
7 that we
I'm
signed.
just listening to the final thing
Yeah,
that
thank you.
FJ's
Alright,
saying.
cool. The stamp signing that you guys made was Gokras. Much needed, understand it. The second thing that you guys need to do is fill up your squad, which you guys have done, and it makes sense. So you guys have a good transfer window.
Very good.
But we've made signings that strengthens our first.
So what, ours don't? Come
you
on,
guys
man.
only one striker. You've only bought one player to strengthen
We've
your first
bought
team.
3 forward players.
Who?
You know what I'm going to say? Okay, so I understand your argument, and to a certain extent, I think you're right. But if they get Isak and Gay over
No,
the
but
line-
they've not got him
no,
yet.
But,
We're
yeah,
talking
but,
about now.
No,
We-
I get that.
If we don't
but
have
it's hard to ignore the fact that
No,
they're
but they're
very
not-
likely to sign these two.
But
No,
if we
they're
don't-
not
I can't
gonna-
just pretend that they've not
I've
done
got-
Cool.
I've got
If
to
we
call
don't
you out.
sign them-
You're not getting Isak before Monday. You're
100%
not.
we are.
You're not.
I spoke
Wait,
to
no,
him a
it's
couple
not-
days ago.
It's not 100%. Okay, you know what? If you're claiming you've spoken to Isak,
I spoke to him a couple days ago. He left
I'm
his
calling
house.
this show. Call it.
Okay, let's revisit this because I do need to make this point. You asked who's had the best window so far. It's
Yeah.
clearly Arsenal.
It can't be.
Dylan?
I'm going to sit
'Cause they've not signed
no, you
Isak
know what?
yet.
I am just going to sit on the fence. It's so 50-50.
Come on,
because,
man.
But if they
It's not-
don't,
it's not a 50-50.
if they don't end up with their striker and their centre back,
Yeah, but we're talking about that's what I said. Right now.
now.
If they get Isak, then I'll be say, okay, fine. Right now, Arsenal have had the best window.
I still think it's us because our four, Frimpong, Kirkes, Ekitike, and Wirtz. Those four are the group. Like,
you know what it is.
You can't pass them full.
You know what it is, FJ.
Put it
is
in the
I
comments.
saw-
Can we have a
I saw
poll?
your bench against Newcastle.
Lame.
I don't think your bench is as good as Arsenal's in terms
And
of
you're
depth
gonna
and
find that
stuff.
out
So I think
Sunday.
it's Arsenal's until you sign those other two.
And isn't that
That's
what I
how
just
see
said?
it.
I
That's
just said
that's
that.
fair enough. That's how I see it. But I know we could keep talking about this for hours, but it's just gone 6 o'clock. We've had enough time. It's been a great show. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching, not live, let us know in the comments. What do you
Put
think
it in the
about-
comments. Who's had the best
Yeah,
window?
and yeah, no,
as of this show, not talking. If you sign
As of
Isak,
today.
As of 6:05 on Wednesday afternoon,
Yeah.
Wednesday evening, who's had the better
Who's
transfer
had the
window?
best
Let us
window?
know.
Let
but
us know.
thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, we are live every weekday, 5 till around 6 o'clock, live at 5. And tomorrow we've got loads of content coming towards you. We've got, I think, the FPL show, weekend preview with all the lads back. And then at 5 p.m. we've got, obviously, I'm here, joined with whoever's here. I think it might be AGT, so we can talk more Liverpool then probably. And more Copy Mainoo stuff, as always. And then Chelsea's things. Oh, and the Champions League draw, live reaction at 5 p.m.
Oh, you there?
And United are not in it, as being written on the screen right now. We aren't in it because we're too busy playing
Well,
the
you're not
Carabao
in
Cup
Europe.
second round.
Not in Europe.
We're not anywhere, bro.
Brexit, yeah.
Yeah, you're staying in the UK this year. Staying in
But
the
either
UK.
way, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, come back 5 p.m. for another transfer show, and also deadline day. We are going to be streaming from 5 o'clock till around 7:30. So make sure you're also here on Monday for the deadline day stream, and I will see you in 23 hours time.
Oof.